across the world during coronavirus, and I am preparing to say my final goodbyes and bury my father. I'm wearing a suit. I'm holding an American and a Lebanese flag to place on my father's casket. And the news I am told is that my father's body does not exist. How would you react? What would you have said? I would like to share a bit of my story with you.
My father was the only American aboard PK8303. We heard the news that evening, and my family and I immediately made preparations and the necessary arrangements for me to come on the next flight to Pakistan. I wish to thank the Pakistani consulate in New York City for expediting my visa process. Thank you. Unfortunately, the soonest flight was 10 days after the accident. I arrived on the evening of June 2nd and was told that there are about 10 bodies remaining to be identified at that time. The following morning, PIA took me to Karachi University in order to have my DNA swab test done. I was told the DNA results would be available within 12 hours. I was given a tour after that of the forensic facility, and mashallah, such a beautiful and state-of-the-art facility, no doubt about that. I was then brought to Edie Morgue, and I was shown every single body there. And I was asked, is this your father? Is this your father? Is that your protocol? Was that your protocol when you were giving away remains? That evening, Ghazal Beg, whose sister's on stage with me, was contacted by a doctor from PIA and was told that my results were in. The news reached me that evening, and the next morning I called that doctor. And I was given some very ambiguous statements along the lines of, we want to be certain, we need to do a third test, whatever that means. This raised serious questions for me, as well as the other families of PK8303. And they informed me that there were some issues with KU and I should have my DNA sample sent to the Punjab Forensic Lab. I wish to thank Hunain Imran, whose mother and brother perished on that flight, for helping to deliver the swab kit. I want to thank Ms. Nabila as well from the Emergency Response Center for helping coordinate all that. On Friday, June 5th, I got the results of my DNA from Forensic Laboratories of Punjab. I want to thank them for providing reliable results in a timely manner and for stepping up when Karachi University wasn't able to. Not just for myself, but many of the families of the victims. You have my gratitude, and this country should be very proud of having such an effective, efficient, and empathetic laboratory at their disposal. I was determined to be the biological son of Body 137 at Chipa. I immediately began making preparations for my father's burial so that he could be laid to rest immediately following Jummah prayer. My local contacts found a burial plot and were dispatched to retrieve the body. At that time, I received a call from a PIA district general manager who had previously been ignoring my calls and texts. And this man told me, where did you get this body number? Chipa 137, who gave it to you? It doesn't exist. Understandably so. My emotions got the better of me. How can I be a 99.99% match as the biological son of a body that doesn't exist? I flew across the world during coronavirus, and am preparing to say my final goodbyes and bury my father. I'm wearing a suit, holding my American flag and a Lebanese flag in my hand to put on my father's casket. And I'm told that they don't know where my father's body is. It doesn't exist. How would you feel? How would you react to that news? I demanded an explanation and I couldn't be given one. Immediately, PIA personnel came to my room and informed me that PIA executives now wanted to speak with me urgently. Previously, they were unwilling. And I, along with my local contacts, sat down in an office with these executives and that doctor, and I was lied to for an entire hour. And I was called a lie. We were aggressively told that you have people at Chipa, get them out of there now. And I knew what happened and I called them out on it. I said, you're lying. You gave my father's body away. Whose body are you going to give me now? They denied this adamantly. They told me that they need to make sure the forensic reports from KU and Punjab laboratory match. Is that the best SOP you could come up with? I was left on my own. PIA abandoned me. The Sindh authorities abandoned me. Karachi University abandoned me. And people that I had never met, these were strangers who stepped up and intervened to assist me in finding where my father had been buried and understanding what had happened to my father. And this includes the family that had been given my father as well. To those people, and they know exactly who they are, from me and from my family, we are eternally grateful for your efforts. May God double your reward for assisting a grieving and oppressed traveler. You are true representations of what it means to be a Pakistani. Thank you sincerely, thank you. You will forever be in my heart. Pakistan, land of the pure. And for those who oppressed and continue to oppress me and the other families of the victims of PK8303, it's because of you and others like you that Pakistan has lost its reputation in the eyes of the world. Where's your shame?